Hey, this is Carlton Cullins here with the Blue Sky STRONGBOX in South Austin, Texas. Today I want to talk about some body image issues. I know it's a huge topic, right? I want to talk about questions that I get asked a lot, and they're very valid questions. Questions like, is there an ideal body weight that each of us should be at? Do I have to be skinny to be healthy? What is skinny? The short answer to these questions is, in my opinion, no. I don't think that there's an ideal exact body weight that each of us should be at. I don't think that you have to be skinny to be healthy. But this is going to require more questions, more conversations. When it comes to, ideal weights and stuff like that, we need to first, you need to look at your blood work. If you haven't had blood work done in a while, you need to go get a basic blood panel and just check that out. Talk with your doctor and see if there's any issues. If there's no issues there, you may be okay, and if you have some extra body weight on you. Now, there's terms like overweight, and then there's terms like obese. Obese is really, you got a lot of weight on. There's a lot of talk these days about things, fat shaming. I hate fat shaming as much as anybody. I mean, it makes me really mad when people try to hold other people down. But with that said, the flip side of that, something that people don't want to talk about either, is the fact that I don't like fat shaming, and I would never refer to anybody as fat. But obviously, most people in our country, most people in the world, but most people in America are overweight. A lot of them are obese. A lot of them are children. And if we can't have conversations and mention that these people are overweight, obese, and have body fat issues and actually say the word fat, we're never going to be able to move forward. It's the last 10 years we have continued to decline. Weight is still on the rise. People are dying at alarming rates. Children are getting diabetes like that. It's proposed that the fitness industry has had zero impact in the last 10 years. There's data conflicting all over the place, but it looks like that we haven't had much of an impact. I have done everything that I can, but I am a part of this industry, and whether I like it or not, it is partially my fault. And I am here right now doing this video for free to try to help people. So I want you to listen to what I have to say. Like I said, body image issues, when they get down to it, they're here. They're damage done to our psychological minds. It happens because of the environments we grow up in, and a whole other thing of complex things. But you have to first realize that it is an issue of the mind. People come to me all the time trying to lose body fat, and there's no quick fix. There never is. There never will be. Yes, we can tweak diet. Yes, they need to be exercise and yada, yada, yada. But when somebody comes to me and they've got a lot of weight on, I know that they're probably going to have some psychological damage done that's going to cause some issues with body image. I also know that your life may be just completely out of balance. You have too much stress in your life, good or bad. You may not be sleeping well. You may be on some medications because you're unhealthy. So exercise and diet are the most important, but they're not the whole thing. There's a lot of things out of balance. But all this stuff in balance, the only way it's ever going to get put in balance is if we use our minds. And our minds control everything. But there's also that emotional side to it. It's something that's a little hard to be consciously fixed and improve and repair, but it is there. You have to first learn to love yourself. You have to realize that everybody looks better with a smile and that everything's going to be okay. But, I talk to some people that in my eyes, they don't need to lose any weight, and they think that they're completely overweight. So there's a whole host of body weight images out there that people like me have to deal with. But it's not going to get any better if you're not really honest with yourself. And this stuff takes time and time and time. But one thing I want to leave you with today is the fact that, most people want to lose body fat. Most people want to look more attractive, look better naked, look better with their clothes on, whatever. The easiest way to do that is wear clothes that complement your body and your style and the stuff that you can wear confidently. But take advantage of, yes, eating better, and yes, exercising and living a balanced, healthier lifestyle in general. Try not to be negative. Try to manage your stress levels, get those down. But if you can get your midsection a little smaller and maybe improve the width of your shoulders and your hips, get them a little stronger. Like if you do some exercises that make your shoulders a little broader, your butt maybe a little bit healthier, more muscular and bigger, and you get your waist down just a little bit, that will have a huge effect on your proportions. This is what bodybuilders have been taking advantage of for years, and you don't need to be a bodybuilder to do it. All you have to do is just get your proportions a little bit better, and it automatically makes you look more attractive. Most people, they just would reduce the inflammation they have in their lives due to eating really horrible foods, stressing a lot, not sleeping, drinking tons of alcohol and lots of medications and stuff like that. Makes faces get really bloated. Most people look better with a less bloated face, you know. If you can just drink more water. See what I'm saying? Take advantage of things that will make you look more attractive. But the most beautiful person in the world who has a lot of hate in their heart is unattractive, ultimately, I think. You know, if you really can just cultivate love and happiness inside, and I cannot tell you how to do that, but if you can get that stirred up and building and building and building, it eventually shows in everything that you do. And you may not be perfect, and you may be overweight, and you may have this, that, and the other, but if you have love in your heart and people can see it, people will be attracted to that, and it will make your life better, and everything will be better. And life is too short to not live that way. So I want that for you, but you have to go and get it. Put your hands on the steering wheel and go where you want to go.